No action so far. At this rate, Laurent's going to get a walk. David Sesso contemplating a button raise. Tough to put a player on a hand when they're raising the button, right?
Well, we're starting with about the top 60% of hands at this point. You know, obviously people play a lot wider range on the button because they're going to have position throughout the entire hand.
Shulman gets out of the way. He's folded the small blind. So it's king 5 of diamonds for our man, Monsieur Olive.
Looks like it's going to be a bit of a loose defense with king 5 of diamonds. But, you know, there's a small raise pre-flop. He's trying to take a flop something big and take off a pot against Sesso.
Well, it's a pretty nothing flop.
Yeah, he's got a backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Happy to see this get checked through.
That helps him. Now has 4 to the flush.
But he has king high, which might actually be the best hand right now. Although Sesso certainly could check back an ace high on the flop.
So Olive decides to lead out with king high and the diamond draw on the turn. Sesso clearly going to at least call. Looks like he has made the call.
If I'm Olive, I'm expecting Sesso to have ace high here very often.
Pairs is king.
It's pretty unlikely that he's against a pair at this point.
So how much to bet?
You know, you're not going to get paid off by ace high too often, so you want to bet something pretty small. 150 looks like a really nice size.
150,000.
Although the flush, the flop flush draw got there, so Sesso might be a little less inclined to pay off. Sesso's trying to figure out, you know, what sort of hands can bet into him here. Obviously, the made pair of kings on the end isn't really what he's expecting. So, you know, it's a hand where he could pay off with ace 10 high, ace jack high.
$150,000 to potentially win nearly 600,000. And he makes the call. Olive shows the king. What did Sesso have? Ace 7.
I mean, ace 7, ace 10 are essentially the same hand. Laurent's not going to be betting a worse ace high in that situation. He thinks he has some showdown value, probably.
What a great start for David Sesso at this feature table. His stack moving in the wrong direction right now. Meanwhile, action on the outer tables. Ramsey Jalassi is all in against Claudiu Cezu. The Romanian has queen 9 of diamonds. Ramsey Jalassi has ace 7. So far, so good for the ace high. Has a straight draw to go with it, but it's a diamond on the turn. So Ramsey has to sweat the diamond on the river. And he does it. Jalassi doubles up.
Nice life for once.
Usually someone says that about another player. You know, someone gets lucky a bunch of times and you say, nice life, but he's saying it about his own luck.
Think it did and just give it back. Did you see it?
Let's get back to the action at our feature table.
Okay.
Blind still 15, 30,000. Ace queen again for Salvatore Bonavena. And he's moving all in for 17 big blinds.
You know, the 15 to 20 big blind shove has become en vogue as of late. It's not necessarily wrong. It's a pretty good hand to do it with.
But Martin Hruby wakes up with kings and that's reshoves.
That's an even better hand to do it with.
Everyone else folds. Bonavena gets the bad news, but anytime you've got an ace against a pair, you've got 30%.
Yeah, and Bonavena knows that he's going to be in, rough shape. He's going to need to catch something when Ruby jams behind him.
Bonavena, the player at risk. Bonavena, the man who is going for his second EPT win.
And he's going to need an ace or a flush, a heart flush or straight to get there.
There's the ace on the flop.
Ace of diamonds, a beautiful card for Bonavena.
Oh, but we have a diamond on the turn, which gives Ruby the nut flush draw. Ruby looking to see a king or a diamond on the river. Otherwise, Salvatore Bonavena doubles up. He gets the double up. His hopes of becoming the first two-time winner on the European Poker Tour are still alive.
Two-time winner, 2 pairs of sunglasses. Looking good.
And Martin Ruby is now a short stack. He's down to just 181,000.
6 big blinds. He's going to have to make a move really soon.
The deck being friendly to Salvatore Bonavena. That always helps when you're on course to take down a major title.
Ever wondered what it takes to win an EPT?
Yes, I have wondered. Tell me more.
Let us enlighten you.
Leaders, shuffler, ending.
It takes 5 grueling days, averaging 8 solid hours of poker per day.
On average, my dealers deal 25 hands an hour.
This means you can expect to play 1,000 hands throughout the course of the tournament.
Patience is important, but I don't think I'm the right guy to talk about it.
I think it's one of the key elements in poker. Know when to strike and know when it's the time to push.
I will ask.
Should you get to the final table, the maths say you should have seen these 5 times.
Don't always need these.
You don't have this.
Based on our 7-person survey, the average player gets 7 hours of sleep per night.
Sleep is very important.
And lack of sleep?
Probably affects your game because you're not mentally as alert as you're supposed to be, so obviously you're playing weaker.
You play for 10-12 hours, and after that session you can't go to sleep. All the adrenaline and everything.
You never played 10 hours, 12 hours. Usually you play 5 days.
Here we have Johnny, one final table in Poland.
Now, chaps, let's get back to the stats. Most should expect 16 trips to the bathroom.
I have a big sack to fill it up with.
There are exceptions. And if all goes to plan and you were to win here in Monte Carlo, you would have earned €708 per minute you played.
Really? Wow, I never thought about it like that.
But beware, it's not going to be an easy ride.
It's a battle out there, it's war. And all of these nice players are your enemies.
Got what it takes?
Well, trust me, it's worth it in the end.
One man who's not going to be winning this tournament is poor old Martin Hubry. His ace-5 was dominated by Salvatore's ace-10. He did hit a 5 on the turn, but no more 5s on the river, and Martin's eliminated 22nd.
Salvatore is on a roll, and he's being joined on our feature table by another Italian and another player who went deep in Prague in Season 5. Finished 14th in that tournament. Domenico Iannoni brings 770,000 to our feature table. Meanwhile, on the outer tables, we saw Claudio Cezu crippled by Ramsey Gelassi. Now he's all in against Jean-Francois Talbot. Ace-3 of clubs for Cezu. Pocket 10s for Talbot. And a great flop for 10s.
Yeah, no heart in either hand. Ace and an ace only.
And he gets there.
The ace of spades on the river. And a little funky dance.
That would so tilt me if I was JF, but he's taking it well. Very well, in fact.
A smile, a laugh. Good way to get over a bad beat.
Let's return to the action at our feature table. Ace 10 for Andrew Chen. And he is all in, down to 454,000. Doesn't have a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah, 15 big blinds, and Andrew's a pretty prolific online player. No surprise that he's just going to ship that stack in.
Sesso calls all in. He actually has fewer chips than Chen.
He's all in for 312,000. Andrew's going to get a little rebate.
Oh, I didn't see you flipped over your hand. I wasn't slow.
If he loses.
And ace 10 in hand for Andrew.
How much is it? I didn't see you flipped up your hand. I wasn't trying to slow roll you. Even though it worked for him to stand up and sit down.
A little bit of superstition from Sesso.
An ace on the flop again.
Jack of spades. 10 of spades. Sorry, 10 of spades.
Yeah, the superstition standing up, sitting down, doesn't matter. That ace is coming.
Sesso at risk, needing a queen on the river to survive. Now might be a good time to think about standing up. You've got to take the walk, buddy. You're out.
Good luck. Thanks, bro. Good luck to you.
Tough day at our feature table for Sesso, and Chen stacking the chips.
21st place finisher here in Monte Carlo, earning himself 50,000 euros. And it seems today, it doesn't matter how good your pocket pair is, Gavin, that ace is going to get there.